The month of April is nearing its end, so of course that means it's time for our monthly account update. So, in this video, we're going to be reviewing our progress so far, what goals we've set for ourselves, and what plans we have for the future. What is up guys, Meower here back with a brand new Call of Dragons video. So of course it's near the end of the month, so it's time for our monthly tradition where we go over our account progress so far, how we're looking, how we're feeling, how we're doing. So of course before we get started, be sure to drop the like, subscribe if you like content like this so you don't miss out on anything, and let's get this started. So, starting off with our power, we've here reached an all time peak of 118.6 million so far. We do have some troops in the hospital from today's ruined fights. Shout out to DS, incredibly fun fighting them there. But we are on a good track. For now, I don't think I will be pushing any more power, and I'll explain why a little bit further in the video. So of course we're going to be going over our inventory since this season is going to be a hoarding season for me. I won't be pushing any more power or opening my inventory at all. So I'll explain why again. So for our artifacts, we got the gilded crossbow. Today we managed to max it out to level 5. Overall, I think it's an incredibly powerful artifact and it's definitely going to be S tier when we update our tier list for the season and the artifacts of the season, because not only does it scale with our attack range, it also has an incredibly broken passive where you can bypass the enemy HP. We also maxed all of Storm Peak for some reason. I didn't really want it, but I guess the game said no, you will have it because we did our Forge of Light pulls last night. I pretty much set an alarm to wake up at reset just so I can make the pulls for Gilded Crossbow. I did not expect to max Oath of Stormpeak, and quite honestly, I did not want it, but I did spend at the end 350 keys and 250k gems to max both of them, which is overall a really good deal, I would say. I also have an extra dupe of Oath of Stormpeak, but as soon as I maxed the Gilded Crossbow, I stopped pulling altogether. Other than that, the rest of the artifacts are in pretty good spot. Max, 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 max. Level 4, not max yet. Max, max, level 4. Level 1, because we don't need it any more than that. And Staff of Prophet is surprisingly close to level 5, I guess. And then here is max, level 4, max, 4, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 2, 1, 1, and 1. So overall, we're on a pretty good track. I will not pull any more artifacts though from the next artifact component, because the next one will be cavalry, and by next one I mean for next season's new artifact will probably be cavalry. And I'm an archer main, so I don't really care much about cavalry. I won't repeat the mistake of trying to invest in them like what I did with Ferrando Theodore, so it will definitely be a skip season for me. Anyway, moving on, for the inventory, I decided to just hoard every single thing I get in my inventory and see how much I get at the end of the season. So I will be hoarding all the gems. These are mostly gems from the Alliance, collecting, gift chests and whatever, and sometimes some gift codes here and there. So they all add up, and of course some pop-up bundles. And then the resources, I'm still hoarding, I'm still collecting. I want to see how much I end up with at the end of the season. As for speedups, the same concept. I started hoarding speedups at the start of the season. Now, do note, I do not buy any March of Conquerors, so anything I get is mostly from either the Goblin Market or the what do you call it? The VIP shop, which is the Universals. So all in all, we're in a pretty good track so far. So we just want to keep it up and maintain it and see how far we go along. And the reason why I'm not going to be pushing any more power is because, well, global migration is on the horizon, and who knows what the future holds. So before I make, if I do decide to migrate or not, I do enjoy it here a lot in TFS, but still, you gotta keep all options out on the table. But regarding that, I will just keep hoarding everything for now. I won't push. I will save up everything and see how things go, because I still got people I want to meet up with. of course, my bros. I need to meet up with my bros. So, you know, we'll see how things go. As for our artifact keys, our universal artifact keys had a little incident, and so did the Forge of Light keys. We do have some of these runes of boxes of blessings, so let's just open them. As for our gold heads, we used all of our universal gold heads and we used all of our stars, and I will showcase where we used them in a second. Other than that, we're in a pretty good spot right now. I'm very happy where my progress is looking and how I'm progressing and the rate I'm progressing at. So overall, I'm very happy. Now for the heroes. So of course it's an archer season, so I'm gonna be going all out on the heroes. So for Magrat, I got her at 555. I used 390 regular universals for her just to get her up because it's like the perfect spot for her. I will awaken her eventually, but I won't rush it. I'll wait till she is in the daily deals because I still need someone to be in the daily deals once I'm done with Tohar. That's the only reason why I'm not rushing Tohar either. I need a good hero to be in the daily deals to make it worthwhile. I don't want to keep repeating my same mistake where I rush all my commanders and then I'm stuck working on either Ferrando or Theodore, who will never see the light of day outside my city. As for Zaira, she is 5452. I should have her awakened by the end of this wheel, which should be next week, I think, or the one after it. So we're gonna be finishing Zaida this season pretty quickly. She's really strong and a really good enabler for Magrat. They synergize together perfectly. As for our lineup, I'm thinking of, dropping one of my mage marches potentially for next season and running 3 archer marches, 1 mage march, and Goresh Skogul. But I will think about it and update you guys as we go. And of course, I did 6-star both Magret and Zaida. Since I won't be pushing for the cavalry next season either, next season will be a hoarding season for me again, where I hoard the stars and everything. I could eventually work on 6-starring Tohar instead, since I do use him, and once he's awakened, he is incredibly cracked. Other than that, I think we're in a pretty good spot right now. We're growing at a steady pace. We're setting goals together and we're setting everything. As for my goals, next season will probably be a skip on the wheel and the forge, except, just collecting some tokens here and there and collecting some, what do you call it, some keys here and there. And as for the infantry, which should be the one after that, if they're not good or not as good as Goresh Skogul, I will probably be skipping them as well. It's time for me to specialize in a certain troop, and that certain troop will 100% be archers. I want to eventually run 5 archer marches, and if the game goes into the direction of Rise of Kingdoms, we could see ourselves running 7 archer marches or some hybrid here and there. But for now, I think the best setup is 100% either 3 archers, 2 mages, or 2 mages, 2 archers, and of course, Goresh Skogul. But other than that, we're in a really good spot right now. I'm very happy, and I'm super happy to share my progress with you guys every now and then. It's always fun to interact with you all. But other than that, I think that's it for this month's account update. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Either you can ask me down in the comments or you can message me on my Discord. The link is in the description. I would love to see you all there. But on that note, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Yeah.